very much. So yeah, I can tell you a couple of things about how some of these songs were actually recorded. This next one, we recorded in a studio in London called Olympic, which is like a really famous recording studio. Like everybody in the world has recorded there, The Who, Led Zeppelin, the Rolling Stones, all those people. And because it's a famous and old studio, when it was built, the genius who built it put a vocal booth between the main control room, which would be where I am, and the main studio room, which would be where you guys are. And the vocal booth was between the two. The idea being that you would go into this little isolation booth to do the singing on your own. Now, this is in the days long before not just cell phones, but in the days before actually telephones were movable. You couldn't unplug them or anything. And this genius decided to put a telephone in the vocal booth. This was, I can see some of you already ahead of me. Yeah, it's kind of pointless, you know, because you're in the middle of doing a vocal take and the rotten phone rings and there's nothing you can do about it. So generally nobody used the vocal booth. So I was singing out in the main studio and it's not going well. I can see our manager is in the main room, the control room, and he's looking like, nah, and he hits the talk back and he says, look, just come through and listen to what you're doing, and I'm sure you'll nail it. You'll see what your problem is. So okay. So I'm walking back through this little vocal booth. The phone rings. So I answer it, and the voice on the end says, "Oh hi, can I speak to somebody from Stiff Little Fingers, please?" And I go, "Yeah, I'm with Stiff Little Fingers." And he goes, "Oh hi, this is Pete Townshend from the Who." I reacted like any normal person would. I said, "Of course it is, and I'm the fucking Pope," and hung up. And went back into the control room. Producer says, listen to the playback. All right, I got it. Going back in to do it again, he says, "Who was on the phone?" I said, "Oh, it was some idiot pretending to be Pete Townshend." I don't know who the fuck it was. So I go out into the studio and finish singing. In the meantime, I can see our manager on another phone in the control room, walking up and down, looking not happy at all. I mean, really not happy. So I come back in afterwards, listen to the vocal, and it's okay. So I didn't understand why he looked so pissed off. So, it's all right, isn't it? "Yeah, that's okay." "Well, what are you so annoyed about?" He said, "Well, do you remember that fucking idiot who reckoned he was Pete Townshend?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "It was Pete Townshend, and you're now not doing the tour of America with the Who that he was going to offer you." So, well, how was I supposed to fucking know? I mean, at the end, it's just a voice on the end of a phone. So unless you can actually be seen, at the end of the day,